really starting to gain strength. And like I said before we went off the air, North Mississippi is definitely our main point of concern right now. So if you live in that area where this tornado warning is, this is also for Phillips County in Arkansas, please make sure that you are in your safe place. Clarksdale, this storm, the core of it is headed right towards you. So 2:39 p.m., you have less than 10 minutes at this point to get into your safe place. The winds are definitely very high. It is definitely something that we are continuing to monitor right now. Hail has been the worst part of the storm so far. We have not heard of any confirmed tornadoes just yet. There was one with some debris that was just barely outside of our viewing area to the north of Dyer County. But here in the North Mississippi area, we have not really seen a lot of reports of damage, which is good news. However, still seeing a little bit of hail size. That's really our main concern right now. So let's do a little bit of research on this storm right now. So the lightning strikes right now, we're not seeing a lot of cloud to ground lightning, which is good news for us. But it's one of those situations where you need to make sure that you are in your safe place at this time. As far as our storm winds are concerned, the winds are very high with all of these storms that have really been produced over the last, hour and 2 hours. And this is the key time that we are watching for these storms to continue to be populated in this area. North Mississippi is really our target area right now, and it will continue to be for the next few hours. So if you have any plans, or if you know anyone who's traveling to North Mississippi or going towards North Mississippi, please make sure that you are aware of what's going on at this time. But the worst part of this is definitely continuing to move east. So if you are in North Mississippi, especially where this tornado warning is. This is south of where that storm was earlier. As you can see, there's Helena and West Helena. The storms that are moving right now are to the south. That's our latest scan. You just saw that storm kind of move across the river. I'm going to draw another cone for us so that we can know exactly where it is going. So 2:36 p.m. Right now, you want to make sure that you are in your safe place if you're in Stovall, as well as Rudyard at 2:44 p.m., Coahoma at 2:46 p.m., as well as Jonestown at 2:49 p.m. Please make sure that you are in your safe place at this time. As of right now, we are definitely seeing some really high winds and heavy rainfall. In fact, if we do a little bit of an investigation in what's going on right now, heavy rainfall is definitely a main concern for this. Not seeing much rotation based off our radar right now. However, that does not mean that there is not rotation. The National Weather Service, they issued these tornado warnings for a reason. So please make sure that you are paying close attention. I do mean very close attention to exactly what's going on with these storms, because they gain strength and they start to move very, very fast. As I zoom out just a little bit so you can see exactly what's going on across the Mid-South, this is literally the main line, the main cold front that we're watching for. Honestly, if you're on the backside of that, things aren't too bad. But these storms that are happening now that are starting to populate near DeSoto County, definitely still strong too. And I want to take a look at that storm because this is a new severe thunderstorm warning that we have not quite talked about yet. So we'll see exactly what's going on. And we all know that this is a heavy populated area. So there is also a severe thunderstorm warning for DeSoto, Marshall, and Tate counties. And this is a considerable and tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. So this is also a very serious situation for this storm, and this is until 3:15. So once again, DeSoto, Marshall, and Tate, you guys are not under a tornado warning. However, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning that expires at 3:15 p.m. with a considerable tag as well as a tornado possible tag. So please make sure that you are weather aware if you are out in that area, or if you are headed in North Mississippi Mississippi, several of these storms, even here in Holly Springs, we're starting to see them kind of populate ahead of the front. So please make sure that you know exactly what's going on and what is happening outside. Please make sure that you're getting away from those windows, because that is the most important thing with these storms. You don't want to be near your windows. You need to be in your safe place, especially if you are in this tornado warned storm. In fact, we'll get you another update on exactly what's going on in case you are for some reason just now joining us. This is a tornado warning for this afternoon until 3:15 p.m. and it's for Coahoma, Quitman counties, and in Tunica County in Mississippi. So please make sure that you are in your safe place and you are prepared just in case this storm does produce a tornado. Tornado warnings are literally a warning. That means that the severe thunderstorm could produce a tornado. That does not mean that we have seen a tornado, but definitely seeing some rather large hail and a little bit of rotation with this storm. We've had plenty of leaves falling to the ground, so I would not be surprised if there's some localized flooding in this area. In fact, let's go ahead and take that traffic camera that is playing behind. That's at I-55. We're seeing some really heavy rainfall that went through earlier. This is 55 and Church Road, I'm being told. So definitely going to anticipate some ponding on the road. And we're going to start to see the sun going down as well. So you need to make sure that you're taking your time out on those roadways. You can see even in this grassy area here in the field that the water is literally starting to pond in some places, because when these supercells drop all of that rainfall, you're really starting to see the impacts of it. Even if you're not seeing the rotation from a storm, you're looking at really heavy downpours. You're looking at really large sized hail, and the high winds could still do damage as if there was a tornado. We've seen that time and time again here in the Mid-South that you don't need a tornado warning for there to be wind damage and power outages. So please, while the sun is still up right now, make sure you have a plan for later on this evening when the sun starts going down. Let's take another look at this storm. I want to get another storm track on it so that we are keeping our eye on it and that we are aware of exactly what's going on. As of right now, our main concern with this storm is, possible seeing a little bit of hail size for sure, as you can see from our information from our radar. Probability of hail, 100%. Obviously, we've been telling you all about that for quite some time, that the hail size is quite large. This is saying that the maximum hail size could be greater than 2 inches, and that's definitely some damaging size hail. The tornado impact is at a 2.6. Earlier, when we were watching that storm, we saw it go all the way up to a 7. This storm is not quite as strong per se, but still making a rather large impact. Coahoma at 3:05 p.m., Jonestown at 3:08 p.m., Lula at 3:16 p.m. Please make sure that you are in your safe place. As of right now, the National Weather Service also discussing the storm that is happening in DeSoto County, and it says that it could be producing hail that's up to 2 inches right now. And if that's the case, that's also very concerning. I'll clear this off the screen, and I'll put both of those storm in view so that we can see exactly what's happening there. Now, this storm is traveling northeast, so we're going to make sure that we have information on that just in case for some reason they do clip Shelby County, which I can definitely see that happening. So this is the latest information on this storm. It is a severe thunderstorm warning. It is not for a tornado warning, but it's still very, very strong. So by Hialeah at 3:06 p.m., Holly Springs at 3:26 p.m., Rossville at 3:36 p.m. The tornado impact is at a 0, but take a look at that hail size, almost 2 inches. That's definitely some really severe sized hail. If you have to park your car outside and it's not raining outside your window, I do suggest that you go ahead and try to get that moved inside as soon as possible, because hail has definitely been a major concern, and we're really starting to see the different reports of hail coming from DeSoto County near the Tate County line. We're seeing firefighters send in some really big pictures of some hail that is happening there. Please make sure that you are taking this storm seriously, even though there's not a tornado warning on it per se. But if you are in this area, please make sure that you are very aware of what's happening. I'm going to get another update on this storm that is happening in North Mississippi right now. This is the storm that does have the tornado warning on it, now that hail size has gone up to possibly, radar indicated, 3 inches. So the hail is definitely continuing to grow on these storms, and that is unfortunate for a lot of people, because hail is one of those things that you really cannot do much about at all. You can't do anything to prepare for hail other than move your car and get away from the windows. If you live in a house, I do suggest that you definitely get away from those windows and try to make yourself get away and be safe. As you can see, this hail core that is moving near DeSoto County, please make sure, and that's in Tate County as well, that you are in your safe place at this time, because that's very impressive as well. The tornado warning storm, we'll get a query on it so that we can know exactly how large this hail core is for both storms as well. They're both about the same, greater than 1.5 inches here near Clarksdale. I really hope that if you know anyone that lives in Clarksdale, Mississippi, that they are in their safe place at this time, because it is definitely very imperative that you know where to go and that you are prepared in case these storms continue to gain strength. We were on the air for this severe thunderstorm warning for this storm, and then it was changed into a tornado warning. So that's how fast these storms can change. So we always suggest that you are prepared and that you know exactly where you are going. I always suggest, if you live somewhere, especially in North Mississippi, over the next few hours, have your plan in place just in case you are out and about on a Saturday and enjoying your normal Saturday evening. Because let's take a look at that MDOT camera once again. Once these storms move through, you're looking at a lot of ponding, a lot of rain on those roads and highways. You can see right here in this area, this looks like it's down there at the outlet. This is definitely ponding on the roadway there. It's Saturday, we get it. You're out and about, you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon and evening, but over the next few hours before the sun begins to set, you need to make sure that you know exactly where you're going and get there early before the sun sets, because it's definitely going to be a problem a little bit later on. We also want to go ahead and go back to our radar, because they just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning. So please make sure that we are going to get some more information and some more details on exactly what is happening at this location with this storm. And this is out in front of that tornado warning storm. So once again, please make sure that you're paying close attention. High winds, heavy rainfall, all a problem for us right now. The severe thunderstorm warning, it's for Phillips, Arkansas, Coahoma County in Mississippi, Panola County in Mississippi, Quitman, Tate, and Tunica in North Mississippi. And this is for the severe thunderstorm warning that could be producing 1-inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So this is that same storm. What they basically said is, we're going to cancel the tornado warning and we are going to put this severe thunderstorm warning in place as well. And I think that is mainly because this has become a hail event more than anything. So I will go ahead and get some more information on it just so we can know exactly what's going on. They did put a tornado possible on it, and that's what I assumed that they would do. Whenever they canceled these tornado warnings and they replaced them with the severe thunderstorm warnings, you see the tornado possible tag. So what does that tell us? That lets us know that this storm still could produce a tornado, but for now it is only meeting the criteria to be a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's mainly, and I will say it's mainly for that hail threat, because we're seeing a lot of really big size hail in North Mississippi right now. It's radar indicated for the tornado possible, but that does not mean that you need to let your guard down by any means. In fact, let's do a little bit of a reset so that we can see exactly what's going on and that you can, be prepared. We want to make sure that everybody in our viewing area, if you're getting ABC 24 or CW30 right now, you know exactly what's going on and what you can expect outside. Not everyone is getting rain. In fact, most people are dry right now. But here's the thing. If you are on the backside of this main line of storms, you're starting to see things kind of settle down. Some places have a little bit of rainfall, especially in Dyer County. However, North Mississippi, you guys have a lot of untouched real estate, which means that these storms are going to continue to be on the stronger side. You're going to continue to have those high winds and heavy rainfall and the hail, which has been the main concern. And we've been seeing plenty plenty of pictures and videos of that hail. That is something that we have to continue to watch. These two storm systems are both severe thunderstorm warnings with tornado possible. And in fact, the one that is in DeSoto County could also be a considerable tornado, severe thunderstorm warning, and that's mainly because of that hail size and the hail damage that is happening right now. In fact, as they're chatting in the National Weather Service chat, it could produce 2-inch size hail once again. So please make sure that you are weather aware. I'm going to pull up our SPC again so that you can see our severe weather outlook. What can you expect? We were in a level 2, for the Mid-South. But as you can see in the last maybe hour and 30 minutes, they issued it again, and they upped us to an enhanced area in some of our viewing area. If you are in that orange, that burnt orange color, you are in a level 3. The rest of us are in a level 2 and a level 1. Some places have been scaled back, such as Point Set and Cross counties. You guys can relax. We're not looking at severe weather threat for you all. Here's a look at our tornado watch that is in effect until 7 o'clock this evening. Across the Mid-South, some places have been taken out of that tornado watch, which is great news, but the rest of us are going to continue to stay in it. If you are in North Mississippi, please make sure that you are continuing to watch the forecast, and you have multiple ways to get notifications because you could start to see your power go out. That's one of the things that we're worried about here in the Mid-South is power outages. So please make sure that you are prepared in case anything like that happens. This tornado watch is going to be in effect until around 7 o'clock this evening. They could take it off earlier, but right now it's 2:50 in the afternoon. So we're anticipating these storms to continue to be on the stronger side and continue to at least generate some possible severe thunderstorm warnings. So you need to make sure that you are prepared for that as well. As we take a live look outside right now, please make sure that, here in the Metro Memphis area, things are dry, but just take it easy, especially if you live near Collierville and Germantown. That is a little bit of a concern as well. As we take a look at this storm, you can see that some of it is definitely clipping a little bit of Shelby County, not much near Rossville, but these two severe thunderstorm warnings that you're seeing on your screen, both of those are marked as tornado possible, and they both are producing some really large-sized hail. So that is our main concern with these systems right now. As of right now, we're not really seeing much as far as the tornado warning is concerned. They have canceled the one in North Mississippi, but we're going to keep our eye on these storms because they definitely could recycle again. So for now, I'm going to let you guys go back to your regularly scheduled programming. I know there's some games on. So for now, we'll return you back to your programming, but please make sure you're weather aware, especially if you live in North Mississippi. But for now, I'm Chief Meteorologist Danielle Moss. I'm like dying.